You're watching Sammy Good One on YouTube, and it's nice outside. We're chilling in this kind of park area, and I almost got the hang of a new Balisong trick. So this trick is called Hellbent, which I think it's its name because towards the end, if you were using a real blade and you were not careful, you're kind of swinging the sharp side of the blade at your finger if you're holding it wrong. I don't actually know, but it's called Hellbent. You can look it up. So basically, we do the opening, but then we switch our fingers like this, so that we can then bring it this way and drop it a lot. So open. So the trick of the trick is that once you get to here, it comes around and you have to do this sort of weird transfer where you scoot it up and get your index finger in there so that it becomes an index roll and ends like that. Where, here, if your finger was here, you'd be smashing it on what will be the sharp side of the blade if you were using a real one. So, this is why we practice with trainers at first, and also why you should pay attention to where the sharp side of the blade is even if you are using a trainer, because you don't want to get in bad habits like doing this a lot. Because it hurts a little bit now, but it'll hurt a lot more if that was a blade and I just, opened up my finger. But so we're here, like that. Where that's not the smoothest, I feel like I don't have a lot of control over that. So I've just been practicing where if you do it really slowly, kind of step by step, you get it. The point of basically any Balisong move is to get a nice fluid motion, And that one might have actually been the most fluid I've ever done, so congratulations, you got to see that. But, we're chilling outside, we're just going to work on it some more. Anna's here drawing or something. And that's what we're going to do with our morning today. Because the end of the trick is basically just an index roll like this, only more horizontal. So maybe it's worth practicing that specifically, right? It's just that. Goes around the finger. Oh! Just hit myself in the glasses. I think it's okay. Hopefully, maybe you can see a scratch. It doesn't look like it, but might have to buy new lenses now. So be careful, but especially when it's more horizontal, I think it's a little bit easier to lose control over it. Where, initially you learn it kind of in this vertical position where things are mostly happening here instead of here. And that's way easier to keep control of, and if you drop it, it's okay if it slips out of your fingers. Because then it's just in the floor instead of your face. But yeah, horizontal, you want to make sure you keep grip on it, otherwise it comes towards your face like that. I swear I didn't have this much trouble as I was practicing the trick before now, but now I've almost hit myself in the face twice, so, be careful. It's metal still, Even if this was a plastic squiddy, you don't really want to hit yourself in the face too much. But so in theory, if we just drill this for a little bit, kind of get a feel for this like more horizontal drill. This is the less exciting part of basically all skill toys, is just like practicing some basic maneuver over and over again. But if you don't have these basic moves down completely, you risk just making it harder for yourself when you do the more advanced stuff, where in a lot of cases, it's like, especially with Balisong tricks, it's like you take the basic moves and combine them in a different way. Like this hellbent here is all like normal stuff, you got your basic open, you do this weird thing with your fingers, so that's like a kind of awkward transition. Doing this is fine. That the only new thing about this trick, if you've done the basic stuff leading up to it, is this like transition where you get it up to here to be able to do that horizontal plane index roll. and getting into that smoothly so that the index roll comes around without it being awkward like I just did. But so by being really comfortable with the basic moves, like really comfortable with them, where you can do them without looking or thinking about it, or you can be talking or whatever, and you can just sit here and do this over and over again without dropping it like I did already like 14 times. The better you can do those basic things just themselves over and over and over again, the easier it should be to do the more advanced stuff later. And it's not very exciting to do, but you know, it's building to something. It has a point. And you don't have to do it for that long. You know, maybe if you just do it for like a couple minutes a day for a while, that would be enough to get it down like actually kind of hard. So that's what I'm doing. We're working on this thing. So that's the trick, you know, we're working on it, trying to get better at this thing. I really have a lot of fun with this, and you know, I've tried various other Balisongs, I've suggested some, especially if you're on like a lower budget end, there are other options, but this one specifically, I just really like, and every time I try other stuff, it almost makes me like this more. Fortunately, the guy responsible for these is back in the game where he was injured and took a long time to recover. It sounds like it was a really bad car accident. But fortunately he's back. Welcome back, Mr. Sphinx, and thanks for making these, and hopefully you make more so more people can have them, because I think they're super nice, and you know, I wouldn't mind having another one. So that's what we're working on this week. We're out here skating, playing with these things, learning some stuff, getting better. I almost understand fanning now. It's a fairly basic trick, but I just like skipped it because I just didn't understand initially, but I'm starting to get it now, so that's coming along. Otherwise, you know, I hope you go outside too, work on something, hang out, relax, rest, whatever you feel like doing. You know, drink some water, get some sun on your face, get some fresh air, you know, do some kind of exercise, at least go for a walk or something, you know, get some blood circulating. And, you know, take care of yourself. We'll see you next week.